Good morning, everyone. It's February 16th, 2023. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and we're going to go over a couple of things today. In recent past, we've noticed that there's been food manufacturing plants that have been mysteriously catching on fire, blowing up. I have to ask myself, and I think you should ask yourself, is this normal? Is it coincidental? And we're not talking one or two, we're talking dozens of plants, not here just in the US, but around the world. Combine that with this supposed egg shortage. We have these growing farms for hens, 75,000 hens being lost, 250,000 hens being lost to supposed avian flu or bird flu that they have to destroy them. And I find it very interesting that we have, during this egg shortage, a report that's just come out, a peer-reviewed report, specifically talking about the jab and the counter effects that eggs have on the side effects of these jabs. I don't think it can be coincidence. I think, you can label it conspiracy theory, but the reality is these things are happening. The reality is that the spike protein is getting disarmed via eggs. And then lo and behold, we have how many ranchers, hens being destroyed? Hundreds of thousands. We've seen a 700% markup on eggs from $1.99 to $7 to $8 to $10. That's not coincidence. It has to be orchestrated at some level. Then you combine the derailments on the trains. There was one in Ohio, which we're all aware of, or at least most people, toxic fumes being exposed via lighting these things on fire. Another one in Houston, another one in Lake Huron. I mean, what the heck's going on? If you step back and you take a look at what's taking place, you might want to come to a conclusion that we're in the midst of World War III. We have chemicals being released into the air. We have water and water tables being polluted. We have an absolute attack on the food industry. And then we look at inflation. We look at the CPI came in way hotter than people expected. And it's also interesting that Bitcoin is rising significantly in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to do a whole nother video on Bitcoin versus cryptocurrency, but people are looking for a safe haven. People are looking for a hedge against inflation. And it's interesting that all of these things are taking place at one time. Could we be in the middle of World War III and the majority of people don't know it? It's possible. I mean, there usually is a catalyzing event that alerts the population to what's taking place. In World War I, we had the oil embargo of the Japanese fleet, so they couldn't get their oil, and then they retaliated with Pearl Harbor. In the Vietnam War, we had the Gulf of Tonkin incident that never took place. They supposedly attacked one of our warships, and now it's been proven that that never happened. There's always a catalyzing event that gets the populace behind what's taking place. And in this particular action, war, whatever you want to call it, that hasn't happened yet. But look at the fallout from the jab. Year over year, overall death rates, all-cause mortality has gone up 40%. Insurance companies run programs, algorithms, when they talk about a 5% or a 10% increase. They call that a serious event. 20% is cataclysmic in their estimation. We're at 40%. So buckle up. I think we're in for an interesting ride. So don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to these videos. It helps me, it helps the algorithm recognize my videos. I would really appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a great day.